So I've got the Mountfield, the aluminium Mountfield body back from the powder coater, my mate, and you can see it's absolutely, well, he's made an immaculate job. Really, really pleased with it. It's aluminium, so it won't ever rust anyway, but it was pretty manky before, so he's blasted it all the way through, powder coated it, and I think you would agree that it looks the business. So now's the time, I guess, to start trying to rebuild the thing, if I can remember where it all goes. Now that's going to be interesting. The last few days, been messing around trying to get it all back together, trying to remember which bit goes where, to be honest with you. But there we go. So what I've now managed to do is I've got the rear axle back in place. I'll just turn it around here and show it to you. All back in place. Now I had quite a few problems because the drive shaft, the bearings or the mountings, the plastic mountings were completely shot. So I had to buy new ones, and you see there's one of them there. Look. I had to replace these, I think they're called bearings or some such thing. They're the actual drive shaft, if you like, the takeoff shaft that runs the wheels. And the plastic carriers, one of them are broken and actually cracked and broken down. So I ordered two new ones. I mean, yes, they were expensive for what they are, a bit of plastic. However, it was required. Went to fit them and they wouldn't fit. Every time I bolted them down, they bound on the shaft. And I worked out, of course, what it was, but the powder coater being much thicker than ordinary paint, it was binding and holding them all off. So I've ground it all off. It's not going to do any harm. It's aluminium body. Ground it off, fitted, and it fits lovely now. So that's that job done. Thank goodness for that. Moving on to the next one. Right, so I've got the axle back in there now and all nicely tightened down. So I've now started to reassemble. This is the left-hand side of the mower. Back plate's gone on, and as you can see here, this is where the wheel will actually go, a spring-loaded wheel to hold it in place, I guess, bolted down to the shaft, to the mower body, beg your pardon. Now then, the drives. I want to try and show you what we've got here. We have a plastic spacer that goes on. Now, this is worn, and I am waiting for a new one to arrive. They're not expensive, but it's worthwhile doing when I'm down here. So, plastic spacer, followed by a 1mm washer. Okay. Then we're going to add the you can see the pin in it that's a drive pin, and that fits on into that shaft, into that bearing there. Like so, when we get it right, there we go. Followed then by the drive pin. Now, these are the things that we've had all sorts of fun with over the time, but they slot in for the hole there. If I can get it in. Bear with me a second. Fingers and thumbs here. Like so. Oh, here we go. What a pickle. Like so. Then obviously the drive cog. The drive cog is numbered, but they both say L, but when you look at them they are different. We'll see. So that slides on, and a cap which is already fitted, followed by a very thin, I think that's a 1mm washer actually, sits in, and then finally the C-clip that will hold the whole lot together. So there we go. Both sides are going to be the same. I'm not sure if both sides need this spacer, to be honest with you. I've ordered one, or I've ordered a pair actually. I mean, for what they cost. I just want to make sure that by the time they're both fitted, I've got enough room then to hold the pinion gear and the pin and all the rest of it. So we're going to see. But slow progress, but there we go. I'm in no real rush. Hey, by the way, I've sold my Vector edger. The chap came along, took one look at it, and was well chuffed and gone. So that's good news. As I said, the wheel goes onto there, spring loaded. I've got to work out yet where the spring goes that holds the gearbox in the correct position. I think, and I might be wrong, I think it retains there. But I've struggled to try and get it to fit. However, we'll get on with it and we'll sort it out one way or the other. So slow progress, but we'll get there. Right, now the baffle's being fitted, brand new baffle, and these supports come separately. And if you want to know, it's self-tappers at the bottom of them, but it goes on nicely, sits no problem whatsoever. Here's the the wheel mounts all being done now, and also the spring. Now this spring is a bit of a devil, it has to be said. You can see it's a fairly strong spring, and if anyone's got a method of putting one of those on, then please let me know. Good grief, I struggle to get that in place. Cleaned it all up, and it's that in one place. Got to have a couple of clips put on there just to secure those little star clips, just to hold it in place, and then the wheels can go on. And I'm still playing around, in fact, with this, as you can see, the drive. I believe the spring goes into this hole here from underneath that hold it up, but when it's in its loose position it will fall down and fall off. So there we are, further progress, and I'll keep you updated as we go on.